guys, so today I am doing my March favorites. I'm basically talking about the products that I've absolutely been loving throughout the past month and what I constantly have, what I've just really fell in love with. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with some face products. I have been using the Pond's Cream Corrector. I use it as a moisturizer, so I put it on like right before I put on my makeup, before I go to bed. It says it's a dark spot correcting cream. I use this because I tend to have a lot of acne scarring and things like that, like around my chin and my forehead. So I use this and it has seriously been helping. I can't really tell like my dark spots that are usually around my face. I can't even really notice that they're there. My face looks so good without any makeup on, and I honestly think it helps for like any acne that I've been getting and things like that. I've noticed that my skin looks a lot better since I have been using this product. Now for my foundations that I've really been loving this month, I actually have two. The number one that I have absolutely fell in love with is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't use this every day again because it is really pricey, so I try not to use it on days that I just only go to work and school basically. I really love this foundation because it's really dewy and not matte, if that makes sense. I have really mixed oily to dry skin, so different times of the season I tend to get really dry, and then sometimes on the other seasons like I tend to get really oily. So it just fluctuates. Right now I am currently super dry, so anything dewy is like my best friend. So this I have been loving because it's really lightweight. It's very sheer, so it doesn't pack on too much coverage. I do suggest if you want to actually splurge on this product, I think it retails for like $60. I would make sure that you're not wanting a full coverage foundation because this isn't full coverage. It's very sheer, so it evens out your skin pretty much. I only use this foundation whenever, you know, I have no acne on my face and, you know, my skin's looking really good. I'll tend to use this because I just think it looks so beautiful on the face. It doesn't even look like I'm wearing any foundation. Another product that I have absolutely been loving is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I was actually really skeptical about getting this because it had said normal to dry skin. So I was kind of like really scared because I was really needing a different foundation because I was starting to get lighter and my foundations, my drugstore foundations weren't really matching me. So I went to go and I looked and I seen how it said, it says it's a dewy and smooth. So that's what actually like drawn me to it. So I just tried it. I have been using it for like about 3 weeks, I would say, and I have not put it down since I've gotten it. I absolutely love this foundation. It covers everything. It covers all my acne scarring. Like, I have no problem with this foundation. It has been my favorite. And it doesn't feel like too cakey on your face at all. So what I've been using for foundation a lot lately has been this beauty blender. I got it at Ulta. It was probably like $5. I absolutely love this thing. This has been like my ride or die. I love using this to put on my makeup in the mornings. It literally takes me about, I want to say like 2 minutes to put on my foundation and my concealer. I use the more flat side for my foundation, and then I'll use the tip part just for like concealing and things like that, or to blend, like just use like this round part. I absolutely love this. I think it's the same as a beauty blender to me. I don't see any difference between the beauty blender and this one. I think this one is like a Real Techniques or something like that. But I actually have really been loving this. I think it kills so much time in the mornings and it makes your makeup look amazing. Since I have been dry lately, I love anything that feels really like moisturized on my face. So since you damp this whenever you put on your foundation, since you have to get this wet in order to do it, I like absolutely love touching this all over my face. Since it's wet, it feels like really hydrating. I absolutely love it, and I think it's going to be really good for the summertime as well. Now for bronzers. Since I have been really dry lately, I have been browsing around for like bronzers and things like that, because the powder ones that I tend to use, since I have been really dry, most of my foundations that I've been using are really matte. So during the day, my foundation would cling into certain spots. So like whenever I would have my bronzer on, like during the day, like it would be fine, and then once lunch or something came around, like you could see where like the powder from my bronzer would gather in certain spots of my face, because my skin was just not, it did not like, it was just taking the whole product and just getting them in spots everywhere. Primer didn't prevent that, so I said, well, I'm gonna try using a cream bronzer. But I didn't want to like fully like sculpt my face every single day. I just wanted something that would be best to bronze. And this is kind of pricey. This is the Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer, and I use this just to bronze on my face. I actually, sometimes I'll put like powder over it just to give it like more of an intensity, and it also makes it last all day as well. But this I have been using consistently for like a month and a half, I would say, and it doesn't even really look like I put a dent in it. It is amazing. It looks so natural if you do not put like any powder over it and just like bronze it around your face. It looks so nice. So sticking to bronzers, I have been loving this Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette. I actually own the Anastasia contour palette, and I use it all the time. I always have to use the highlighting shade for my concealer, otherwise my concealer will crease throughout the day, since I make like a ton of facial expressions. And but I have been really loving this middle shade for my highlighting. Sometimes I'll mix it between this one and the first one. And then I also have been using this shade a lot, surprisingly. I like the way this looks on top of that Chanel bronzer. I use this one sometimes, not too much, and this one I'll just mainly use for like contouring around my nose or like on the bottom of my lip and things like that. Now I have 3 highlighters that I have absolutely been in love with this past month. I have been absolutely loving it's called Becca Skin Perfector Pressed, and it's in the shade Opal. I absolutely love this highlighter. It is so intense. Like, I can't even, like, do you see that? Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I put this like on the high points. I am wearing this right now on my face, and it just looks so pretty. Whenever light touches your face, it makes you look like you're just a disco ball. The Physicians Formula, I actually got it in the shade Warm Nude. I picked mine up at Ulta, but you can also find it like at Walmart and things like that. I think I paid like $10 for this or something like that. But this is super pretty, and I really like the packaging as well. I've actually been using this a lot. I mainly focus like on these top 2 more than the bottom, because the bottoms are kind of like more of a bronze. Watch. I will swatch that for you. It's more of like a gold shimmer versus the top being like super intense. It's probably more intense than the Becca Opal highlighter, to be honest. I've also been really liking this Bobbi Brown Compact Shimmer Brick. I have probably like 3 shimmer bricks, and this one hands down has to be my favorite. This is called Sandstone, and I really love the packaging. All the other Bobbi Browns are just plain black. This one I feel more compliments people with more of like an olive tone in their skin, because it does give you more of like, let me see. It does give you more of like that yellow undertone. And also, like, the best part about this is like you don't have to use every single color in this. Sometimes I'll just swipe like the top, or like I'll just swipe my brush through the whole thing and then put it like on my the high points of my face. Now, for my eyeshadow, I have been keeping it very, very, very basic lately. I have not been putting that much stuff on my eyes. But whenever I actually do, or even whenever I rarely put anything on there, I have been using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette non-stop. I do have both of the chocolate bar palettes, but this one has to be my favorite. Now for blushes. So the first color that I have been really loving from Makeup Geek is Infatuation. Oh my god, this is like the most universal color I have ever seen. It is so pretty. I cannot even, like, I just can't. And I also have, sometimes I'll actually mix it with Bliss, which is this color right here. Now this one is a little bit more peachier than Infatuation. It's also lighter as well. I don't know if you could see the difference. And now for a new blush that I've actually gotten that I haven't heard not many people talk about. I got it from MAC. It's in the color Buff. It's like a mauve-y color, I would say. It's more like where it has pink undertones than anything, as well as some gray in it. I absolutely love this color so much. It is, I mean, it matches with everything that, I don't know, it doesn't matter what I use this color with. It always looks great with the eye color that I do. Another blush that I've actually been using non-stop, and I'm actually wearing it on today, is MAC Margin. This one has been my favorite for months and months and months. I always tend to go back to it all the time, and I think it's because it has like a shimmer to it. So sometimes you don't even have to put like any highlight on because it just looks so pretty. But of course, I always have to put highlight. So I'll always like put some on top of it. That is this one right there. For concealer, I've only been in love with two concealers lately, and I know I haven't been using any drugstore concealers. These ones have been like my ride or die, honestly, because especially with it starting to get a little bit warmer, my makeup tends to crease under my eye area, and I cannot stand it. So I really try to find concealers that I don't really have to put that much powder under my eyes, because I don't want to have to worry about it creasing throughout the day. So I have been using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. And I usually just put this, of course, like under my eyes and my chin and my nose, just places that I really want to highlight my face. But the one that I've actually been using like non-stop, where I just cannot put it down no matter what, is the Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I actually just got this month at the very beginning, and I just wanted to try it. I heard that a lot of people were raving about it and how good it was, so I wanted to try it out for myself. That way I can actually, you know, have my opinion on it as well. I did get the shade in medium light, which is not too much lighter than my foundation, so it does really look a lot natural. So with this one, I absolutely love it because this will not crease on me. This concealer is amazing. It covers everything that you want covered on your face. It is so pretty. Consistency for this is just, it's amazing. Like, it blends very well. Let me see if you can see that. It blends beautifully. Like, whether you use a beauty blender, a brush, I tend to use this with a beauty blender, and it is, oh my gosh, heaven sent. Lip gloss that I have been using a lot lately is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. This color lasts me majority of the day, and look at that. Here, I'll just do one swipe. Like, look at how intense that is. That is crazy. And these actually smell really, these ones smell really, really good. I love this lip color. I do get a lot of questions on this one as well. And this was probably like $5 at Ulta. Another product that I've been loving from Gerard Cosmetics is this lipstick. I do own quite a bit of their lipsticks, but this one has to be hands down my favorite lipstick since like my first order that I got from them. This is actually in Kimchi doll. I have been using this non-stop since I have bought it. It is such a pretty color. It is this light pink right here, and since it is really light, I do like to top it. I'll line my lips with this MAC lip pencil in Boldly Bear, and I'll go ahead and like make it look like an ombre effect, like lining around my lips, and I'll put this over it. Oh my god, it is such a pretty color. And of course, it leaves more of like a pink, nude-ish type of color. But honestly, I have not been putting this combo down this month since I got these two colors. Oh my god. It is like a match made in heaven. I absolutely love these two together. Okay, so that wraps up my monthly favorites for the month of March. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.